staying underwater on that one. There we go. There we go. That left arm is pretty good. Right there. There. This is much better. Much better with the placement of the hands. Now that one was overreached a little bit, but that one was better. That one you can actually see her palm. If you can pause that at all when you get to it, her palm will be pointed straight up in the air when it makes contact with the water. We don't want that. Okay? And we'll talk about that when she gets into it. Now, that last little bit, the kick was perfect. Okay? You did some gorgeous strokes where you came in, and if you stopped the tape right when you were hitting the pool, you would see the back of your hand. Then there were some other strokes that if you could stop the recording right when you hit, your palm was pointed straight up. Okay? But I tell you, about half of them were getting down here, which is where they went together. And it's very simple. Tennis ball, okay? Every single time. And that means before you hit, because the tennis balls are floating on the surface, right? You can't hit and grab one. You've got to grab it while it's on the surface. Just tennis ball each time, okay? Small kick, tennis ball, every single time. And do me a favor, on this start, when you go underwater, take about 4 or 5 fly kicks. You dive up, keep your legs up in the air, go underwater, and stay underwater longer, and take about 4 or 5 kicks. So kick up, stay under, all right? And then your tennis ball drill. Ready? Go. See how she pops right up. She really will want to get that down. Oh, that was, oh, man, we got to get that again. I'm going to tell you to go back to that first stroke, hoping maybe we saw much better. Much better. Now see how she's having to hit, and then she rethinks and repositions that hand. If we can just get that hand to hit like that, she will have it down. Actually, I'm going to have her, I think what we'll do is, as we're going down there, I want you to take a head-on shot again, because I saw some really great things happen. When you hit backhand, you do this and then come through, and your stroke's not good. There are a couple where you hit, like your very, very first stroke. I don't know if you're going to catch it on film because of the angle, but your very, very first stroke was a right arm stroke. It hit beautifully, and the stroke was gorgeous. You hit and drove that elbow up. Now think about something. If I just turn down to my stomach, put my other arm up, butterfly, or here freestyle, or like you did, backstroke. I didn't move my shoulder. I moved in each one of those cases, I moved my body. My shoulders stayed the same. Remember what he said? I don't care if you're getting out of this pool or something else, you're not going to be moving the shoulders differently because you're getting out differently. You know what I mean? Your shoulders are going to stay where they're super, super strong. It's like an airplane. You don't see the wings rotate on the body of the plane. The pitch changes, but they stay the same where they connect to the airplane body. So you took a gorgeous stroke. It could have been here and been freestyle. It could have been here and been butterfly. It could have been here and been breaststroke, okay? Because this all remained the same. Gorgeous, right? Then there were a couple strokes where you hit, and you're like, oh, and you turn it down and you took a gorgeous stroke. So you're going to begin to see this. Again, if we're, see this here? All right? Grab my tennis ball, okay? Pull myself over and push, all right? That's all we want to do. I'm going to grab, so I've hit, grab that right there. And what I'm doing, I want to pull my, I'm not going to straight arm pull myself. You don't straight arm pull yourself out, right? I'm going to do this. Now if I turn around and face it, I could pull over with both hands, like butterfly or something, but right now it's backstroke. You're going to hit, keep those fingertips pointed straight to the sides of the pool, lift that shoulder and elbow up, over. Hit, over, and you nail that stroke, okay? So right now it's how you hit. We've got to get you out and calm down, because once you do, you utterly nail the underwater stroke, okay? Go as deep as you can. Ready? And kick up. Go. There we go. And that's able to keep her down a little bit more. We're going to work on that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, now you can actually see some of these strokes. She'll actually, if she backhands, it's not good. That was a good stroke, but she's too shallow. See, we want that same cyclic roll in freestyle that we were getting on here. You see her go on her back, then pull her shoulders up. Chloe, you did a couple again underwater. You're going to see it. You hit, no good. Then you did a couple ones really nice. But when you got right here, when you pulled yourself to here, watch the water. It explodes because you're too high to the water. Why were you too high? Remember what we said about free and back? Here you were, you took your stroke and you were real shallow, so it was shallow. If we had been rolled with that other shoulder up high, then our hand, see if I take this shoulder here, roll it up, see how that hand goes underwater? Whoop, whoop. Okay. So I want to see the same thing here that I did in freestyle. More shoulder, shoulder. So we're going to start halfway down the pool, just shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. And then when you get halfway, just add those arms in, okay? So we're going to learn to swim at that body. And then when you do the arms, what are you going to think? See, if I see you in practice and I'm walking by and you're not in the third. Look at that. Go. There, look at that. Much cleaner. Much cleaner start there. That's what you want. Look at that. Now that's pretty. Very deliberate, very dead still with the head. Very good hand placement on that. Now look at underwater too. Not getting anywhere near that big white water. Much prettier that stroke. But now we're seeing she can grab it. Now there we lost it. Remember the wall? Bingo. Okay? She'll see it too. Chloe, you're going to see again that, Chloe, I'm over here. I'm the fuzzy one. There you go. You're going to see a perfect example again. Virtually every single stroke you nailed. Right when you saw the flags, it was over. Backhand, backhand, backhand. Where's the wall? Where's the wall? Okay? But again, this is what I talk about. I know when a swimmer truly has a stroke change, when I can see them swim all the way into the wall with it. All right? I have a lot of swimmers who can do it for 20 yards and then they're like, uh-oh, turn or finish, and their brain goes, okay. Then I know they're doing the stroke right, but it's not embedded. Otherwise, it would stay the same all the way there. So you need to think of keeping that stroke together all the way into the wall. We talk a lot about this as coaches, okay, with young athletes, about making sure you keep the same stroke all the way into the wall, even if it's a finish. But that, you're going to look at that, and you're going to see nothing but a dead still head, much less of this. I mean, like totally erased, okay? You're going to see a very small, very flowing kick, but nothing. You were almost 2.5 feet apart on the first 25 we did. And you're going to see some gorgeous strokes where you grab the tennis ball every time. And right when you hit those flags, you're going to see it fall apart. Now, that's a good thing so that you can see fantastic and right back to back, okay? You have a question? All right, let me see you do your freestyle again. Okay, and go. That last lap of back stroke is gorgeous. There it is. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. What was crazy? First three or four strokes, not cycles. Stroke is literally when one hand hits the pool. That's how I'm counting. A cycle is when you hit with the right arm and come back and hit with the right arm again. So you've actually taken 2 strokes, a right arm stroke and a left arm stroke, okay? The first cycle or 2, the first 3 strokes were good. Then all of a sudden you hear me go 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? Because you'd have one big arm and then the next one would come around. But what was amazing is you went to prove me wrong. At 5 yards, you're like, he said, hold it together. And that was the best, those were the best cycles you had the whole time. Because you saw the wall, you remembered what we said about you've got to keep it together, and it went together better than the rest of the whole entire lap. Okay? So can we do that again? That whole way that way? Because those last 2 or 3 cycles, the last 5 yards in, were utterly gorgeous. All right? Let's do it again. I say go. Head up. I want to keep revisiting. Do something else, come back. Again, this is something that the body sometimes has to just get away from doing. 1, 2, 3. 4. There it is. 5, 6, 7, 8. Look how my tempo is. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and we quit kicking and took 23 strokes. Okay? You're going to see a tremendous difference in those. And you feel how you're not so tired. Okay? That's key. All right? And I didn't time those, and I'm not worried about timing them. Sometimes I'll time them and see what your 27 strokes was, your 21. And if you're going the same speed, some kids would say, well, there's no difference. It didn't make me faster. Well, but you took 6 strokes less, okay? And you went the same speed. 4 times 6 is 24, okay? And you're only swimming 21 in a lap, so you raced the whole lap. So remember, we talked about push-ups, and if I do 20 of them, the last 15, 16, 17, 18 might look a little bit ugly, all right? Well, when you're doing 108 strokes, the last 90, from 90 to 108 might be real ugly because you're getting tired. Well, what if we don't have to go that far? What if we only take 85? Okay? Well, then I never hit 90. I never looked that ugly. If someone says, Steve, do 50 push-ups, you will look real ugly near 50. But if they say 20, I'm going to have perfect 20 push-ups if I can do it. All right? So it's pretty cool that it looks that good for you. All right, and you were able to maintain it. And the reason we're going to different strokes and coming back is I want you to feel that, man, we're talking about the same thing here. We talked about the shoulders and backstroke. We talked about that rhythm in the butterfly. We talked about the catch, not crossing over, right? Remember we talked about the butt popping up? Well, guess what? When you did this backstroke and a leg kicked over this way, I could come right up and turn my stomach, and that was my freestyle. So we're really correcting all the same stuff with you by getting those bodies in, right? We said don't throw the arm in the water this way, and I told you don't throw the arm in the water this way. Cross it over, okay? We just had it right out here to the outside. What did we do with butterfly? Kept you outside, didn't we? We just did that in backstroke, didn't we? Kept you outside just a little bit. Get the tennis ball. This versus this. And butterfly, this versus this, okay? Keeping you just a little bit wider. See how this is all playing together? All right? Let me see another lap of that freestyle.